Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Tennessee Titans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the ready. Come on, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Check, 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 check. Watch that, watch that, watch that.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
He'll look to throw. And Adams has it, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 24. Check 24.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll run with Fournette. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Fournette running right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the 1st half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got Smith here. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Adams. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this 1st drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
2nd and 14. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Cooper was the target there. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Set. 60. Omaha. Ready, move.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
11. Hey, 5-0. Check 3. Topper. Omaha, ready, move.
Back to throw, Stafford. And a pressure gets to him again. Bud Dupree make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here comes the Lions punter now. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. We're scoreless after 1. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Fournette. And an alley to run. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Titans. Leonard Fournette, 82 yards, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From the 29, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Lions first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
From the 41, Stafford, he's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And an alley to run. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
56.
Here's a second and 7. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On second down, here's Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will make our score 9-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The final shot before the break, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken about the 12. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Swift trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
59. Check 24. Check 24. Check 99. Check 99. Check 4.
Here's Johnson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And to give this time to the tailback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Stafford delivers this to Hockenson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter what this man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They snap it to Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now.
Makes the score Titans 9, Lions 7. Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Here it comes. Here it comes. Wahoo.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Ready. 56. Mike's 56. Let's go.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They're going to look to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Fournette, a first down carry. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A pair of negative running plays, and now they're looking up at a 3rd down at 17 to go.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. They gonna need some therapy after this. 51 the Mike, boy. 51. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll look to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Fournette. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Strong right. Strong right.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Tennessee getting the 1st down on a big play of 18 yards.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Check it.
And an alley to run. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Kill. Check. Lucky. Will. 56 to Mike. Drive on. Exit. Shift. Check. Fresno. Let's go. Come on.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Now this time he'll look to throw. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. To throw again on second down. Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Harold Landry in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Stafford now to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting strong.